So for me, 2020 has been just like a whirlwind. In March, I think the toughest thing was understanding what the pandemic meant to our community and to the people that we serve. Next, I thought about how it was going to impact my sons and my husband, how to be there emotionally for my sons, and how to be there financially to support my family.
To me, I think 2020 has meant and given me the opportunity to become more adaptable and kind of to see hope and like the good where I wouldn't have otherwise been able to see. And also just to kind of have acceptance for like what has become of this year and what will come.
El programa me ha ayudado mucho porque he aprendido cómo sobrevivir, cómo sobrellevar esta pandemia. Sobre todo, Campeones para la Comunidad nos ha enseñado más cosas que debemos saber. Hemos tenido muchas reuniones virtuales y eso para mí es muy provechoso.
Looking at like Healthy RC and the Mental Health Subcommittee and Compassionate Communities. I think one of the biggest things we've seen is that we're all in this together, we're all in this situation is the same pandemic, but it shows the difference between equality and equity and how we might all have the same possibilities by law or by rights, but when people all have different groupings or marginalized group identity and they don't have the same resources, then they're kind of handicapped. They have like one hand behind their back. So we've had to do different things to reach out to various groups so they get their needs met for public health, for mental health, for support like grief and loss.
Healthy RC has given me so many resources to help them and also to help myself. So actually because of Healthy RC, I was able to become certified in suicide prevention, and also because of Healthy RC, I was able to host and to attend the teen community conversations, which was kind of like an outlet for teens who are struggling to get help and feel like they're a part of the community.
I think the more poignant one was the first mental health symposium we had. It was the first topic of resilience, and we talked about how people were coming together, and we just generally talked about COVID and anxiety, and many people experienced that, and that's where it was first kind of like recognizing I feel anxiety, and some people didn't know what is anxiety. Well, we're all kind of having some level of that, right, going on. And then it was really to have people hear each other's experience. And that's what we do in groups. And we share each other's experiences and we relate to one another. And then we realize we're not alone. So that's what I talk about with social support. Social support is free medicine. Mental health symposium is free, and thankfully our city pays for that and supports that, and staff spend their time working on that. But we build that space for us to reach out and connect. And even in a virtual world, people did connect, and they thought, wow, I'm not alone anymore.
we actually organized a meeting with Healthy RC to meet us at Los Amigos Park, and they mentioned that there was a lot of families near the park that needed food, and instantly we added them to our food list, our food distribution list, and we were able to make sure that those families are getting their needs met through the food distribution. And that's wonderful to see. That's what it's all about, connecting people so that their needs are met. In the middle of this pandemic, as we all know, there was civil challenges, there were racial tensions in our community. I happen to have two sons of color, and when all of this started to happen with Breonna Taylor and George Floyd, of course it hit home. So Healthy RC had a meeting where they addressed these issues, and they saw this as something that was really meaningful to the community. And I think it was there right when I needed it. As a parent, as a person who loves this community, I'm so grateful to Healthy RC, because I think that with Healthy RC and coming together, there's no need that we can't meet. And for me, that emotional need, that education that I needed right then and there, and that support was there.
It's been a joy to be a part of Healthy RC and this community. It's kind of like all of my career aspirations coming to fruition of like being part of walking with the community and seeing the public health aspect come together in real life. You know, even seeing in the racial healing conversations talking about social determinants of health and the whole, you know, these are all community members at that. This is not just a meeting where, you know, professionals are talking about that. We're talking about equity with people who may not even know what the definition of that is. So that's powerful when you get that information out into the community.